boy ukatlego Ntariyana mula aka Mr. Soweto Kafela Motseba aka Mr. Cool himself. Welcome to Kota in Chiba Faith, welcome to a food bar, welcome to a PSE channel, and welcome to Kota News. And I'm trying to number what's been on west side? I industry no yes, I can't tell you because I'm a baba ninja. And how many years is in Chiba Faith? How many Mr. West? Nimas West, Nimas Lawrence, Maruzo Shang, short bio, Uweava, Ikamalakala Mampela, Ukulaganja, that's Chapela, Cartoon Civic. As years ago, West.
Don't know.
As years ago.
None. I'm none.
Mr. West.
Yes, sir.
Before the champion is funny, when they keep like in a culture like
sure.
Which is short by singer is the same
sure.
Ukuleva, Ukulisa Basalavanja, Scala, then this champion.
Yo, I'm fine in the I in the dog. So Kulele West Rand, of course, Rimser side. That's why the name is Mr. West.
Yeah.
We are so let's start with the name Mr. West. So the whole reason Mr. West is because obviously in Kulele born and raised there.
Yeah.
Mina bengida kusasa amaplazi. So kwa suburb manje. At the time bekwa amaplazi. So because of that, but obviously mangikhula I've made connections along the way. So wonke umuntu uma ka move in la, I'm the guy to go to. I became a guy to go to for certain things, yabo. My plugs are teed. So I became a plug.
Okay.
And for start, I was a plug for a lot of things. So ikamala Mr. West ilvela la amachitini nje. Besiphumile one day. Umuntu wathi ayi wena as the way was yonke into ngakhona la around nje. Ngathi Mr. West. And then ngagijima nalo lahlala. Went to an African school, ngidlala rugby kakhulu. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Then obviously I was introduced to the industry through Umakoya, is the one that introduced me to the game, Tira. And it was just based off friendship first, and then Yakula from there on, and then yeah, today I am who I am.
Yeah, sure. Before we jump into Tira, you pick up something about Iraq. Iraq is known as the sport is England, the sport is Amapo.
Fana.
Umtomnyama ndoda. Bengana racism lapha like bengachayisani ngamakhala.
No, obvious when you hlezi khona dog. When be khona better from time to time, but because of from especially mawugeleza namangamla from a small age, uyaqala realize ukuthi man uphila nayo lento. So you start ignoring it. Sure. You become oblivious to it. And that's pretty much what happened. I just became oblivious to it. I stopped caring. So among I could do certain things, say certain things, and I'm like, whatever. Yeah.
So angitshela ukuthi sometimes phela kunabanye abantwana no badlala irugby umntomnyama. Maybe lapha ekhaya gameplay akayitholi because udakhi. Ischeme akazitholi because udakhi. Amanye ama-contract akawatholi because udakhi and is super talented.
Yeah, but in school level, rugby in Tana, one thing I can tell you is the school level, you'll get game time based on merit.
Oh.
Yeah, into engathi irugby izokubhayisisa ngayo is ukungena pro. Wena ukufika ku pro level. Yeah, uzosokola ukufika mara once wangena nakhona it's all based on merits. Ngithola ukuthi udlala kanjani. I mean, you check our mampimpi abo arm. They're the best in the game, so they will obviously get game time. Yeah, but ukungena, yabo ukungena ku pro level ila uzosokola khona, but before that school level and pro level masongenile ku pro level awumnandi
into one because lezi rugby stand ukujudge lezi ball but lezi ball are soft
no well they are no but rugby is also one of the most disciplined sports. It's discipline, so yonke into lapha like ne ref as ring ne ref ngeke ubone umuntu rugby alanda uref ngamasimo. It's a serious fine lady. But yeah, that's good. You guys have more freedom. Rugby is very because now I'm pay a grade. I'm a pro. We are one up, but pro rugby in a scandalous tease. It's very rare. Good disc every month. Maybe
because in a gym, because most of the gym have any discipline.
No, it's not even gym. It's just I'm fun with the way among Hamlaran is in Tomakona, but that's how it is. Among them, they're very strict. So yeah, they all let it slide. So more zile, you get your punishment. So how much I'm gonna get punished. So I think I ends.
Yeah. So out is bad chat is babeke phakathi yabona.
Sure.
Wahlangana no Tira.
Okay. So because I was playing rugby, I got an injury, so I could not further my rugby career. Let's call it a career. Yeah, so I studied fitness. I became a personal trainer.
Okay.
So through personal training, I was I was training, and next door, Tira owned a salon.
Okay.
Which is where I used to cut my hair.
Okay.
Yeah. So we became familiar with each other, became close, then started getting my invites to a gig or whatever that they would be doing. That's just so we became friends.
Yeah.
So from there on, then obviously we then move around, do things like amakiki, I'm shadowing amakoya and all those things. And then eventually, if you're amakoya to know man, since you're always up and down, nale out, you're just having fun. Why don't you just become his road manager?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? I don't know road manager to fana. Starting nika show donkintake in night. Then that happened. It went on for some time, maybe about a year and some change. Yeah, we did a lot, man. Went to a lot of places, but I was just around Joburg, and I about Magala Josie. At the time, Isumo was called Kong. In Montana was called Harem. Yeah, so this is 2016, 2017. Then that was pretty much it. Then I focused on Saba Netlichiana Minanabo.
In terms.
Ay man bekuyimi nje ngintwana nkanga khona la ngaka intwana sifumela iphelile indaba yakudala sisingavusi yaba khona emaphepheni nani ya bengimoshile kancane
yena ama drugs
hey mfana ngibhemi mfana asiphume la ngitubulanga muntu bengakaphathi isibhamu.
Okay, yeah.
Antakunamanga benginaso. But it was not anything like that. So then we parted ways for a bit. Then I think Sabamnandi, I think about a year later. Then from ever since then Sabakren. Then I think COVID happened. Or just after COVID, I met Musa. Musa, the one that won Idols. Musa the Voice.
Musa the Voice.
Yeah. I met Musa through a mutual friend called Ukhupulang, which was before we get there. Actually, let me go back. Then I became a promoter for Indabati Lash Lounge.
Yeah, Lash Lounge.
Yeah. So I used to host ama birthday parties or my celebrate. Span Sambe, literally, and I'm not saying span because in there they're just they're my friends, or some of them were my friends, some of the owners were my friends, so they'd ask me to do ama events. So I'd host parties for people like SK Koza, Rami Tweni, Natasha Tahane, Eman Baningi, Itumele Nkune, George Maluleka. There's quite a few people, but yeah. So sponsor me Williams, Bakshayla Mapat, Abu Brian Temba, I'm a good man. Then that is where I met Elashi, that is where I met Umosa.
Okay.
Right, then obviously COVID happened, and I was tuning.
Sure.
So we spent time together since into the Maprai, whatever we do. Then eventually, Magkalak Vola. Musa had a gig, and I was like, hey man, I used to do XYZ. So since you're going to Mpumalanga as well, I'm pushing on Musa. Plus, very naming shy, the COVID English, I'm massive. Yeah, well, naming shy, so I just push it so, but I never very fun of Vusa, I spam Nand. So push on Musa. COVID ended. Then 2020. Yeah, then we did that for the longest time. Then 2022, Dineo Ranaka was posted. I think there was an attack. Dineo Ranaka was attacked at a club or something like that, a scandal of some sort. So I remembered she was one of the artists that I once hosted a Lash. So I had her number. So since ungana road manager uva uyi-1 izinto ezisozikwehlela awuthi sipane siphushe le nto yethu uDineo wathana nestel zokala spana noDineo rocked. Dineo was the first person to take me out of the country in terms of like gigging. Took me out of the country, Botswana, Swaziland, Namibia, all those places. Like, I think I filled up like 3 pages passport in Vanuatu, you know. So, yeah. Then, Dineo, obviously, she's a big shot. She's at the time she's working for Metro, so I meet niggas like Abomobi Dixon. I meet niggas like Kings of the Weekend. I meet all these guys, of which Abo Kings of the Weekend people have met before, but never like interacted. But now we're on an interaction level. Like, you know, exchange numbers. And another thing I do is mangvana ma artist. I don't take pictures. I take numbers. Angtati Tom, dog. I want your number. I want your number. Ngifuna ukuphelela. Ngitshela ukuthi mamela khona umuntu okufuna endaweni so ufuna igig. Bathi baphethe imali so are you on or not? Ngiyangithola. So then that happened. Dineo pushed Dineo. Dineo and I got into a little scuffle. Scuffle was based when I left ngakutshela because da ngapha iziswayeleng isister yabo ngapha iziswayeleng isister besides obvious inkinga zami naye mawusipana nomuntu nohlezi imbe nenkinga ezithize but kholenye isister last booker social nguve kodi XX ngeke ngikhohle la ndawo boy so the sister list booker la through an agent of ours. Dineo has an agent. The agent when did I find out? Sharp. Books through the agent, figure shaky. I meet this lady, I realize, oh sure, she's the manager of the site. We exchange numbers, Nand. Weeks go by, or maybe a month or so goes by, this lady calls me and says, my man, it's petty geek. It's petty geeky endaweni eso kule geeky le sonka 20 rand. I mean sonka 15 rand. Ngithi fana 15 rand incane. But mancane thingringe nebhoza ngizothi thini. Into ebhoza 15 rand. No 15 rand you are doing nothing on the day, it's fine. Asishaye 15 rand, yabo. Ngithi no clean. Zokala baby girl thumela 15 rand na bank account na invoice thumela kule account. 15 rand. No man angithi ngeke ngikutshela ifika. Angifuni ukukutshela inamba. No, angifuni ukukutshela
asithi bo 1.5 ke.
15 rand right. So angithi angifuni ukukutshela the original figure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I keep am price abantu.
Yeah, sure.
So bathumele bangathumeli 15 rand abantu. Bathumeli 20 rand. Yabo ngitshela usisters ntama nabantu bathumele i20 rand ngemistake nasi screenshot se conversation bathi bafuna i5 rand yabo back keep i15 rand yakho ngithi ngini mathatha ngem screenshot yedwa udingi ngimbonise ayibone direct athi okay clean athi thumela ama bank details walabantu bangithumele nabo ngimthumele athumele ngiyo ngin flop 2 weeks later is the day of the gig ilanga le gig anyikho mina uvaye namanye amajita so there's a camera guy, the photographer and yimbinjaka bavayile la so angazi ukuthi le conversation yenyuku isuka va yabo because bengekho yabo conversation yenyuku isuke I think my theory is probably the owner was like hey mara now yabiza mana 20 rand bese athi mara mfana ninka 20 rand ngani kai 5 rand in ubek ukhala ngani athi ini yabo owner ithi ini kanjani then babize bani the sister linkbelele which is the middleman ile manager yenye venue so mina the way ngibona khona le sister le bank account lesithumele yona yakhe yangithola bekafuna isincane manje azange wangitshela direct ukuthi hey dog I can get you a gig but I want X amount cut we share by my back door so manje wase bamconfronta wenzani abhekisa adale ibhara yikho ngilahlela phansi kwebhasi atshela uDineo nale owner ukuthi no untwana ngimthumelele 5 rand ngithola uthi no untwana ngimthumelele 5 rand uDineo tha mfana mara ngikhafa grand kanje wanginokha wena ungazonginokha ngikhafa kamnandi kanje andevele yena hayi yena bekayidethela mamela bekayidethela boy
because awungitshele into yokuba because most abantu ngathi abas-understand ispansar understand awusibekele kahle because
okay so i-road manager is so right you double up khona ama-road manager there's different types of road managers I'll tell you the type that I am. So the different types is khona i-road manager ekushayela imoto ukugada estradini and leyo muntu akumelanga aphuze leyo muntu because maniboshwa mele kube uyo sober lapha emotweni mele uthatha ama blame uyathatha i-blame man kuboshwe wena ngizokutshela esinye story manje so so you get that right, you have a road manager ovesana adrive agade estradini bese ube ne-road manager engadrive iyagada nje estradini ne ihamba nawe nje amagigini uyokhulumela nama-promoter uyokhulumela mayifika la uyokhulumelayo ukuthi no sifuna ukuhlala la irara yethu ikuphi imike ikuphi ama-CDJ ya-right yonke leyo nto sponsor like it all falls under road management that then you have a road manager like myself uthola ukuthi une-manager manager yakho yona thathela ama-booking yenzela ama-deal yenzani bese ithumela mina yonke into and angifana nawo. But what I also do is I also get you gigs. Because you must remember I'm a former promoter.
Yeah, very.
So I know promoters.
Yeah.
So I can call a former promoter of a colleague. I'm like, Ntwana, so funimale, come on. Of which that's what most managers do.
Sure.
Ama artists abaqavi, they think ukuthi igigi. Mfana khona abanye ama artists engiwaspana nabo email idlule boma 3 months. Ungangenanga inquiry nge-email, ungangenanga phone call nge-email, nge-phone call it's funa umuntu so kuyimi or kuyi-manager elokhu ishaya phone call all the time do say can I have a gig, we are gonna be in Cape Town this weekend, please give us a gig, we are playing at what siyazokala lapho ngicela yabo. So the best way to build normally is ukuthola igig eli-one, asithi siye eBloemfontein, sithola igig eBloem on a Friday, fonela wonke amanye ama-venue around Bloem or in that side of the area, but yeah guys, I'm coming this weekend ngizokala nomuntu so aningifakeleni bhelela amanye ama-promoter, bhelela amanye ama-artist. That's how it works.
Okay, sure.
So that's the type of road manager I am. I get you gigs too. Then you just get road managers that yabo nje kunaka istrat unaka wena ne-strat mabase stratini ukuthi ikiki khona yikho abayingeni mamela abangeni ndawo wena ubafonela uma unegig ukuthi okay guys or ubane group uthi hey dog, we've got a gig this weekend, let's go. Yabo. Then you have a road manager that says gents, I got a gig for us endaweni so I see. So izinto ezinjalo yizo ezenza amanye ama-artists become like super successful. For example, Usino Msolo, right? He's got a manager, Zime. He's one of the best in the game. Zime worked like that with me. So I would say, hey, he'd say, I'm in this area, and I'll be like, okay, sharp. Who do I know? Then I look at my contact list. Ubanong Mazio, promoter kuleyo area. Then ngiyabaphelela chance sikhona endaweni eso sikayini 10 rands bangena. Sikhona endaweni eso sikayini 50 rands bangena. Yabo. And then like that uzothola ke igig guide
igcwele. So awungitshela story before ngokutshela any scenario. The story what ungitshela so.
See please.
So namase road manager ukuthi boshwa wena.
Oh yes. So good road manager yonke into enzakalayo. So for example, mina, I'll talk for myself. Ngazi amanye road manager or manager. Mina masifika ku roadblock or usifika ku stop, I step away from the car. Understand? I step away from the car because sometimes amahata thola ukuthi bezokuyeka uvaya into encane mara because uphethe usibanibani emotweni sekufuna iy'thombe sekufuna iy'nyuku angithola so mina ngiyafika mabangibona bangimisa ngihambela phambili ngipaka imoto ngiphume emotweni ngento zami into khina i-license naye in hamba nabo naye hamba nabangani bami ngibuya bhazi sibuya ku-vacation yabo sibuya bhazi sibuya ku-vacation makusebusuku nibuya no besi ngiyabatshela-ke live jive lapho kutano besine-performance utsamale mani ukutsamale artist yakhe manga khona uku angithubopha mina artist yami ingenaphi so you must always take the blame khona enye out last year around this time no around June May sisemidrand yaperforma le out aqeda ukuperforma ngivaye nabo la siyaperforma ziyarokha ziyawa ngeke ngishika malakhe is a podcaster naye yabo so masiqeda ukuperforma la le out siyayicela uthi mama manje sikudrivele man yabo ngiyamtshela ngithi intwana ithi ngidrivele ngikhona yena ngimmanage is just is a friend ngithi no ithi ngidrivele intwana no one drives my car wena akusume shit so siphume la intwana uthe makathi ungena egarage uloku uyaqoqa ucanathi uthe makathi shayisenye uber drive ishala lapha eminyango mosha imoto le out and manje ibhadi lethu le accident yenzakala lapha erobotini ngara khona i-roadblock so le out uber drive yashita ngilanda amahata babazosolva le ngithi kuyawuthi man ubani beka-drive athi I don't know akiri you guys drove away because ithe maqeda ukumshaya kanti baba shaya imoto yopaka la yavaya yopaka imoto la ngabuya mina ngenyawo sekuzayo mina ngithi ntwana sure man husky sibona ukuthi so exchange numbers take pictures exchange tons license plates this whatever so ringa kusasa ekuseni okwamanje asikhomnandi sidakiwe uthi siringa ekuseni lady yabo ukuthi senza kanjani wathi hayi no mina ngifuna mamela uthama mawufuna ukuyenza ngendlela yakho lady insurance yethu ngeke ikhafe anethina sinanyuke ukukhafa so kuyomela ubone uthi asithemba mina ngagaya address everything eyami ngagana license yami manje sihlangane kusasa ekuseni sisolve lady ale out yaba ne-understanding after some time within that week ale out samtshela ukuthi okay mamela ekuseni ngamtshela ukuthi landa ama-codes ayi-3 buye nalawo ama-codes so asenda ku-insurance if insurance yavuma sayilungisa if not then sokugaya inyuku the lowest code laphaya sokugaya leyo nyuku within 7 days ucova imoto yakho ilungisa and as var some guy I think some guy boma 10 stin the code was about 9 stin or some guy 10 stin walungisa i-trans yakho
fana nama-integrate because mangiza kulondela ama-road manager into engixakayo ukuthi kunamanye ama-road manager and they find it cool like siyahamba so-performance i-bread wena road manager so ufuna ukulala namafele wena road manager udawu umdlula i-artist le ndoda sengukukhuzwayo and we-road manager
amali yokulala mfana ngiyazi mfana mina ngithrowile yokulala ngiyazi
yeah sesiyasho like
but I get it no I get it I was with some other artists artist a couple of weeks back I think a month ago we were booked at the same venue booked at the same hotel leza intwana besidakwe zonke and angazi why travelers is 7
why Valentine ukuya kwinkwakhe
because awuthi angazi guys one vani buy
why
because literally there's one artist needs a road manager a photographer at most your manager can come along but they don't have to because your road manager is already there so umsebenzi wakho as a manager usekho because the road manager called
sure
the road manager is basically your assistant I'm told like sure. For example let's say a CEO of a company in a PA the road manager is your PA so mawungekho uyokudila nezinto zakho so la machita bavaba 6 or 7 I'm like why bonke badakiwe artist is the soberest but udakiwe naye but he's not as drunk but bonke badakiwe sekuseni kumele kushawa imoto kumele kucheckwe out ukuvayeni then that's what I'm saying so you can't have a road manager like that because niyohlezi nisemacaleni niyohlezi nikhipana ney'nyuku esitradini and mina ngikhipha inyuku ngiyayithatha ifine Guy fine. So squash out him.
So angitshele since umanager abantu ne. Umuphi umuntu obona ukuthi this was the worst artist I ever managed and no more.
I don't know about the West. I don't know about me. I don't know about the West. But I wouldn't say worst. And I wouldn't say never manage again because I still do work with them. Yeah. So I mean I just think that I write off.
Yeah.
I believe ukuthi umuntu akalahle.
Yeah.
Umuntu uzomdinga dog.
Yeah.
Yabo. There's and also I think for me I would put it as an age thing. Seka grand man, seka khulile manje. Yabo. Seka mnandi man, seka khulile. She actually is the youngest person I've ever worked with. Would be Soulful. She's not a difficult person. She's just at the time she was young.
Yeah.
What else can I say? Wasn't hungry enough.
Yeah.
It's in jelly with It's cut. It's cut. I need to as your manager or road manager, whatever. Even you jelly. Pela lenti fana nokuthi mawe artist must figure esikhathini samagig fana nomntwana omncane. Uyavuswa, uyatshotula lenini yonke leyo nto. Tikse baba. Siyavuka manje check out is in 30 minutes. Check out is in an hour, sa. And so, Baba Ikiki is in 2 hours. So let's figure out 2.5 hours before. So let's put my man, just buy his cards, his strat, anything can happen on the road. Yeah. But now she's better. So got right man. She keeps time much more better. Everything is much better. So she's not the worst. She's just the youngest. Because I need to me look cool though.
Yeah.
Me look cool as a mundo. So she's the youngest. After her would also be Usino. He's the youngest as well. After her. Nah, it's time. It's time. Mina, literally most of the time, ne, into ngikhuleka nama artists always time or money. It's always time and money.
Because ngizwile motion like off camera la ukuthi i-artist ithenga imoto wena ngiyabhatala.
Yeah, nokuthi ungaholi ubone i-artist elidonsa imoto.
Akawuchisa santumo mfana.
Ah, never mfana. Kumele ube nesibindi. Ube ne calm aura. Ube calm.
So when
and uqhubeke ngespan. Uyaqhubeka mamela. Mina ngiyaqhubeka. Awuthi namanje ikhona i-artist engangihafa. Namanje. Since day when July weekend. The outside half.
Amapiano.
Ah, piano. Artist. Akangihafi le out. And the out mamela niphila ubuthebele le fucked you up. Ngibuka lapha kuma status phila kamnandi. Ane mamela. Ngakubonisa nama message masiqeda la ngisayithumela ama gig. Teba banali igig. Ah, ngizokutshela masiqeda. Because mangabona manje uzoshika malaka. Ane mina ngisamncane ngisasifana naye. Usangenzela inyu maka decide ukungihafa. He still makes me money.
Yo, so man, as a manager, before ngizomela ama-artist ngifuna ukuze side lapho. Yabo, empela udila nama-artist, wazi ukuthi udila nama-superstar. La udila nabantwana kahle kahle abasase crash, abamameli.
It's a child. Like you have to treat it like umntwana omncane. So nanoma ayenza into edize. Ofila ngathi wena uthi ngathi kuye emara umdala wena for lamasimu. Can I swear?
You can.
Umdala for lamasimu. Then you realize, oh fuck. Konje. Superstar.
Okay, as a manager, you never cover time, you never cover craft.
You know what kills? What kills most people is number one, abantu first, you're not respecting your manager. Cause if there's anyone that gives a shit about you, manager yako. Team yako entlek. Those are the people that really give a shit about you. Because labantu laba manga yenzi gig labantu abaho unless ubagama salary, then some of them won't care because bona bayathola salary with or without you gigging. And so on. But if they are getting paid on a percentage, so to any artist that's coming up, that's planning on having a team or that's gonna blow up soon, don't pay anybody a salary. Pay a percentage, and percentage rates from 10%, igig mayize nawe 10%, igigi mayize ngaye 20%. Uzowathola ke izinto zegame azokutshela ukuthi ya 25%, uzophuma kuwe ukuthi ntisela kanjani. But it's an average of 15 to 20%. Minimum magaze ngigigi i-manager is 15%. Next. And then it can go up to 25. But kuya ngokuthi nivumelana kanjani, kuya ngokuthi artist charge amalini, because also now as a manager you need to remember lo muntu lo, they are the face of the brand. You are just the, what can I call it? You are the petrol. Yabo, lo muntu is the car. You are the petrol. When uloku ufaka ugesi nje, uloku make sure uya maintain le nto enzakala la. Yabo.
Okay, na into thina bona asifana nama artist. Yawethi iyafika invoice. Hayi
mkholo wami lo.
Siyaphatala.
So that's where most people get it wrong. Ukudelela manager yakho. Manager yakho knows everything athamba. And the manager yakho, manager azifana nani? Fana ne-chair emjoleni.
Yeah.
Chair yakho yazi yonke into ngawo. Angaphuma la kule police station ayokukhabatha manje. So namanje literally like akhona ama artists that have done me wrong, but you say, okay, I always gauge it like, okay, who did I have the best when did we have the best relationship? Because ungakhohlwa manje before ngikubhayizisa bekukhona la bekumnandi khona. Angithola. So asingafocus le ukuthi ngikubhayizisile or wena ungibhayizisile. It's fine. Bekwaba mnandi, let's focus on that, let's enjoy that fact. Spanile azwananga sharp. Iphume phelele kanjani.
Yeah. So again, I want us to talk about like I'm an artist fucking up my relationship or I'm a promoter.
They don't know that, and
that.
we nurture that so much. Tina, as I'm a road manager or as a manager, you nurture that thing so much because artists don't understand what you do in the background. Mangihleli kanje khona ama artists manje bahleli la bahleli khona abazi ukuthi ngibaplanela ama tour. I'm planning a tour out of the country for September and August.
See that?
And so I'm making sure till out by end of August, beginning of September, le out ayikho like South Africa.
Sure.
Akayicabi le. If let deal flop, it doesn't happen. Angeke ayicabi le.
Sure.
And so and to him or to her, it's going to become a thing of when I was sparred.
Sure.
And so I went to a gig not so long ago, and ngapelela abantu, I think I'm a promoter, total probably 9 promoters in that province, and only 2 promoters were willing to say sharp so book. Basically artists are to go why signs are making to pay. And so let's say artists are good why signs are making to pay. And imagine khona abanye mfana banokutshela izinto ezibhlungu. Uthi ngicela nibhukheni usibani bani bathi hayi ngizositshela ngalo muntu akasashisi.
You
Angeke mina ngiyimanager ngilandi artist into imfana bathi awusashisi sasibhukhi.
Yo.
Because now you are breaking your own bread. Ngiyamosha lo muntu ngoba uzohetheka. Naye makahleli studio enza ama gig wenza ama writing enza ama ingoma nani. They doing it out of desperation. Because bafuna lento ukuthi ngifuna ukushisa futhi. And unfortunately you can only shisa once, dog.
Yeah.
You can only shisa once.
And the main thing is like since against a map.
And you make it count.
Yeah.
You make it count. Ingakho ubona abantu abafana nobotos bawe age because they're trying to make it count. To say while I'm still hot, let's make it count. He hasn't done dollar and whatever, but he was still at his highest at the time, right? So everything he was trying to do then was to make sure I stay on top. And then in Yabakabat, most artists have a lot of depression, bro. Because, and I mean, I blame us as a country. Personal.
Why?
Why? Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Hey, there was a jail.
It's fine. I blame us as a country because we consume gimmicky music, right? We consume gimmick music that the real art and the real craft ayibonakali. It fades away. That's why a song lasts 3 months. Mfana, I mean, at the time in Sapusha, mangitala when I was introduced to the game, before I even knew what the game was, 2016-17, mfana umuntu bekakhipha ingoma ngoJune. Next year March isa zawa. Ipiano ntwana ithema ifika ingoma mfana she said 2 months next.
Nemandi
1 month gone next nangithole utholi out I raised and then entana they don't know things such as ama IV drip like just taking care of your body because amachita babshaya to
ama rider mfethu 12 show
mana kunoshaya ama-gig ayi-6 ngelanga eli-1 every gig is a rider mawufika bakushaya 2 bottles 6 Red Bulls tonic water platter for 4 after uyehla istage uqubula yonke lento ifaka ebhasini next again thola ukuthi nalamabhodlela siwaphuza uma sesifika kule gig yokugcina la sihlala khona si-relax sathi okay after this we're not going anywhere sabushaya and manje senzani thola ukuthi manje boma 3-4 o'clock ekuseni sishaya i-catch up siqala ukushaya igig nge-8 shaya igig yokugcina imoloko bathi uperforma ngo-3:30 mawufika lapho shaya into ongayazi setshwaleni full time setshwaleni full time abafana uyababona by the time within an hour indoda iqeda ibhodlela understand makavuka ekuseni makahamba ulala ngaboma 5-6 ngo-10 mele si-check it out ngene emotweni imagine if uyi-road manager ke mele udrive udakiwe ulele ngo-5 ekuseni or ngo-6 ekuseni so i-4 hours le mele uyovuka usadakiwe phela uyovuka usadakiwe ngene emotweni ushaya imoto. So I always say to people, if you have a road manager, your road manager doesn't drink. I drink, yes, but I Espanin. The only time you'll catch me drinking Espanin is if sneaking out of town. Let's say maybe Shay Pulukwan, skigang over 10. Then the Shabama 2-3 classes, Mobanyas to your hotel, I move Pumalang in a hotel. Whatever the boys do must figure hotel, Angzingin. Yadal. Maziti 9:30, 9 vuka mina qala ngishaya shower ngokotela machita chance check out 10 minutes check out yabo whether ugeza laro lokhize egoli kuphuma ku asa
sigcwale indlela
sibona phambili masiphuma sithola into egawula out yabo.
So nakhona coming back to the music ngokhuluma ukuthi ingoma zamapiano last leyo yangithinta leyo yazi,
but it's true because you know why piano babhaya piano babhaya bro. I mean, I'm trying to think of a song that was like super hot nini. Mfana, a simple song. Sete pumeni. Yeah. How is Sete dead now?
Hey, is that a corner?
A corner, yes, of course, yeah, but no one is hyped up over Sete anymore unless Usema Kiki and the performer, the artist himself. And so, but it's hot, yes. I'm not saying the song is not hot, don't get me wrong. The song is very hot. But what I'm saying is, we create so much hype over a song that yes, you see, we don't listen for the enjoyment of the song anymore. So someone just creates hype. No, which man just say guys, I'm going to do my VW on my 6 today. Hello? Nika. Maybe on my 6 la. When you mean la look as nanu muhlele endlini awusafuna ukuyidlala because yazi to izwa uhlezi uyizwa ama DJ mawufika egigini dog banokudlala i-track ye-artist ibookiwe just because it's the hottest song right now. Bayidlala ibookiwe artist la ibookiwe iyazoka mina khumula ngisasepromote lash sibook stock yangena fana khona enye resident DJ azithe ustock yangena kanje le awuthathe ta la stock yo fana ele awuthi yangibheka ita come on, you understand, because like just because at the time the song was killing it. But now madlala le ngoma le awuthi bookiwe uthi yena makafika aperforming because simpukhele le ngoma le wena uyidlala every DJ uyadlala every set every hour le ngoma seyiza lo mnikazi lo simpukhile for le track makafika adlale yini. Yes. Understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we create, I don't know, maybe I don't want to be misheard or misunderstood, but that's what I'm saying. Mangithi piano is fast. let me just put it that way. I think the best way to put it is piano is fast. So into fast, obvious. Iyadlula tu. I'm told.
So the piano is on.
No. Baningi piano. Piano artist are a lot, dog. There's a piano artist right now, Queen somewhere. Yo pop manje mkayi ma 3 months. Yo vela nje.
TikTok over.
Sekuthiwa usibani sekala. Espacing. Sekuyo shisa. And so even and another thing is also piano artists don't like. Also, I'm an artist now, bavalelana iminyango for the new kids, and I understand why, right? Let's talk about the Tyler ICU situation. I'm told. Untwana uthole ingoma uyazi ingoma ipick up. Say iphumile ingoma. It's not doing the most. He says, okay, Sharp, I'm gonna take the song, I'm gonna recreate it, I'm gonna credit you boys, I'm gonna, put my name on it, put his name on it, because we have big names. So if we put our names on it, people wanna hear it. They wanna listen to it. And that's exactly what happened. And first time, intwana manje zikhalela imali yamagigi ukuthi bona bagigi. So infunani uthela makayali estates anifake ku suitcase babhukhe now tell me wena okwakho ingoma mayiphumile ingoma masishisa lo muntu le uguy step he's put you on a stage mele akubeke ku stage agayi mic akupressela uplay yangizona he's already put you on a stage by him putting his name on your song he's already put you on a stage so when now you supposed to make something of that yangithola so la azishe tsotsi a perfect example Sino drop Jola no band out Tira no Jola yes and so now he's out there. What does he do? He runs with it. Capitalize. He runs with it. And now he's created his own brand. Azanga wathi when uthola makiki hamba nami emakikini hey wena this wawu ngahambi nami no I've put you here on the stage kubeka boy
because even the sound of boy sekigijima most of the time like we change the piano
he's doing his own thing so it's that's the issue with collaborations amachita abafuni kwenza ama collab because of basaba leon ukuthi ngiyakuthatha ngiyakubeka mangiqeda ukubeka ufuna ngikudonsa ngifine nawo angeke mfana sengikubekile because nami ngiyabona ukuthi usibani lo bekashisa 2019 akasashisi akasekho nokuba khona samboni
bafuna amabhoza la
bazobatshela asamboni chief awusamboni nalowo muntu lo bekachomela bani zona le ntwana lezi eziphopayo manje zonke le ntwana lezi epiano manje ezenza amasimbi lezi ama-Grootman bewazichomela ngangithola bewazichomela le ntwana lezi mathi Grootman bathumela ama-email this is my song can I please do a collab abtaya uma kancane wena I'm busy I'm traveling the world I'm touring but ngiyefade manje ubani utravel when you like us ngingana namagigi ama 10k so ufuna le ntwana ikheleko manje le ntwana idala bese sithi no piano kids are arrogant yes bakhona laba ba arrogant and then you like man you're doing rubbish wena man khuzeka stop get off this path of yours and fix your life bese bakhona abanye nje uyasho dala he's within his rights lo muntu ukwenza lento yenza because le out yambhayizisa yabo imbhayizisile le out so for that tough hard and bakhona ngeke ngimare ngamagama but bakhona bayazazi niyazazi nalani valela intwana ngaphandle ziyasitshela intwana manje ngoba seziyaphopha ziyasitshela ukuthi yo le Grootman angilifuni le Grootman ingoma ishisa baba umtshela imamela this is a hit I'm telling boy this is a song I'll tell you die I don't care if it's a song as long as it's got that man in it I'm not doing it as long as it's petty loud and tune lady of which is wrong Ikhaya intwana ikhaya feature. Ikhaya feature intwana. Nanoma kuyi-feature ebhedayo, ikhaya feature.
Alamakhodmana wavulelana la.
No, bakhona dog. Let's not say abavulelani bakhona, but also there's reasons, there's fears. That's why bengingeke kule nto kaTyler. It's a fear now for him. Is it gonna be easy for him now to pick up Ntwana from the street?
Hayi siyamsaba sonke.
Angeke manje afuna ukuthi adompe Ntwana estradini athi zwakala mfana sishaya.
Hayi mana ngikutshela ivale. Yabona uTyler wenzeni? Angafonela enye Ntwana izwe uTyler. Le Ntwana zezwa, yo le Ntwana zingamili le.
Ntwana lezi, that's what I'm saying. Angayilandi Ntwana, right? Because Ntwana iyashisa. Maybe he's traumatized, maybe he's not. But I'm saying if I was him, I would be traumatized. I'm the biggest thing in the country right now. Half of the world. My song is the biggest thing in the world right now. Bese ngizobhayisa Ntwana ehleli ekhaya sikhalela igig lami. Ngicreditile. Ngicreditile. I've credited you. Yabona if that, yabona I mean I would understand the Ntwana zikhalelani if their names were not even on the song. Because yabona igama lakho mfana mase balikhiphile libhaliwe lapha li on dog. Nase samro mfana le Ntwana lezi ngeke zifike lapha zithi hey we want imali yomniki. Le Ntwana zingekho.
Ebethe imniki khona no isikhathi iyayiqhubha.
Le Ntwana zingekho. Angeke baclaim imali zabo lapha. And even if they do bayobagayikha bazothi okay split sheet. Then labaya kuyomele babuye le Ntwaneni bathi Ntwana nasi split sheet angithi sivumelana ngale percentage bathi sharp basayina ama split sheet after basayina split sheet then bazothatha le split sheet basivayise la and then bazothi okay na percentage yethu mina as a Tyler ngithola 40% so ngicela 40 yami baba guy 40 imali yeNtwana bayoyibamba until bona bahamba bayoyilanda or bazobabiza bazobutshela whoever's going there first bazomtshela no biza bonke abanye abantu siyenze le ngithola nalento ukuthi abantu mabayenza ingoma they don't state what they want. Guys, I know it sounds stupid. Listen to me, this thing sounds stupid ukuthi uhlale e-studio niplane ingoma bese nithi okay man I'm already taking 5%. It sounds stupid, it sounds very formal. And unfortunately, piano doesn't like formal things, right? It sounds formal, and piano it's a street thing. They don't like formality. But ingoma seyishisa niyawafuna ama formality.
Injalo before ishisa kunamuntu
so how about manhleli nje maniceda ukuyenza ingoma before i-release nihlale into ke sharp chance na ingoma siya-release Friday or sesisenile Friday nasi split sheet sithini ubani uthatha malini da mina ngithatha 5 mina ngithatha 50 mina ngithatha 35%, mina ngithatha whatever percentage. Kuyavumelana, everybody happy, sharp, sign, da. Everybody takes a copy home, everybody moves on with life. Where the ingoma izoshisa or ngeke ishisa sazi. But asiyiplanele ukuthi maye ingashisa sibe sesemnandi. Because hiyo into emosha ama relationship, everybody is fighting over a song mase ibig. Ingoma mayipap akekho umuntu okugulela ama royalties wengoma epap. Everybody ingoma nanoma let me not say pop, right? But yeah, rotator, but it's not charting 10%. I mean top 10. It's not charting top 50. But yeah, rotator say mamele say yizwa yonke into imnandi. But then because of that, you know, it causes ama fights. So and it causes depression bafethu. Because kubhlungu as an artist, I've never been an artist, but from my little experience, I can tell you, kubhlungu as a feature, ukubona omunye umuntu aphila kamnandi. Wena awuphili grand.
Yeah, West. Yabona leyo, ufuna sikilify leyo. Why yenza yini ukuthi sikungoma siyi2 mara kudla mina kakhulu. Hey lo ziyakhala.
Ile nto ye feature. Yabona i-feature. Uduma lo ingoma egama lakhe eqalayo lapha phezulu. Oh. Whoever's name is first there, Duma yena.
Because abanye ngibabone ngeteam. Yazi ngaba ne-team.
Mara also school fees dog, Hari. It's also school fees.
School fees how?
The game has school fees. Mele bakurwaya. Ngeke ufike wena nje uflourish nje. It's either bakurwaya mawuqala ubayokurwaya le later. And I mean according to me kungcono ukurwaya la mawuqala. Because later so relaxile yonke into yakhe yazidobetsa
bakushaya
bese bakunokha so uzidobetsa. For example, perfect example, MT
MT the hustler the face.
angithola mamroya seka comfortable
But MT is coming back.
no, big time
MT is
bro. MT is the
coming
MT for me.
MT angeke
I have ayikho album engekho dog.
MT angeke
Uyazi now, remember we traveled together Sasha MT the whole way
khona besiyava
wonke ama-album eNorthern Cape.
MT angeke awe
Singakhuluma indaba eNorthern Cape ngisakolotana la Khotman.
ngamoshe Northern Cape
Ngayibhox imali yale yaKhotman mfana. Ungifuna la khona.
West ngifuna ukuza vele lapho ngisazongena uma nisisaxoxa isikhathi sakho ngisazokujika
Uzongwala out mfana.
MT yazi ngifuna sikhulume namani vele Northwest. Let's talk about abantu bakwe deep Africa, people from Nigeria who trying to own our sound, because there's a trend currently ukuthi amapiano is from Nigeria. Uyangithola ukabza ubeke statement ukuthi akafuna ukusebenza nabantu base Nigeria because batshontsha istructure, like umuntu wase Nigeria ngabizi producer lethu atshontshe the way we shaya beating ngakhona balenze kana.
No, you know what ne, inkinga yethu la eMzansi bazokwata abantu, but it's fine. Sorry, I'm not sorry. La eMzansi mfana we compete. We don't compliment, we compete. And Nigeria mfana la machitaba, they have each other mfana. Mina before there's this part that I skipped. I didn't think it was important, but there was this Nigerian guy been next door now, Lapid himself. He's a rapper, but to Dineo. Yeah, he was a big shit. You know, he still is in the social media side of the world. Scooby, la machita mfana bengvana bone. I would travel with him sometimes to his gigs. Tola performer yena yi-1. La machita mama bazogala la. Bazogala bayi babo my 13.
Yo, Antaraj.
Is Zenzu. Is it Zenzu in Pretoria? Zenzu are still Moloko.
Yeah, it's Zenzu.
It's Zenzu now.
Yeah.
Zenzu and Moloko is the same shit. They just move things around.
Yeah.
But le ingani
Yeah,
Moloko. We went to Moloko.
Yeah.
Baba singene Moloko C3 that out. It was me, him, and a guy called Jaguar Kush. He's also a Nigerian rapper. Wangena maybe with my 10 gens, 9-8 gens. Nigerian guys. Bahlala kule lata full. Intaraj kile. And la machita mabafika la bathenga ibhodlela. Abafiki baphuza irada le out. Baze kule out, bazobuka le out. Fika kuthenga amabhodlela. That's called supporting.
Yeah.
And so look, support is not showing face. That's called supporting. Because now, Bada, even his fellow rappers are there. Banga geek, they are there. You understand?
Sure.
With Osman Manugup, oh no, Asvain, I see that. And I think the only person in the game that does that, 100%, I will stand by her all the way. Devin Gogo. Ugogo mfana uyafika kicking namanye ama artists. Angadlali. Afike nje. Bengizobuka wena udlala. Maqeda aphuma hamba. Ayo team siyapi. Bazokutshela abantu abasipana nogogo. Na last I was with her at, where was it? Wow, we were all there. Sahlangana parking lot. Bekudlala labafana laba Pandemic Boys. Besivana ama Pandemic Boys were at Moloko. Was it Moloko or was it Sumo? Sumo. It was Sumo. Masifika siyayehla siyapha ku base siyavala. Aboma 4 ekseni, 3-4 ekseni. But okay, where to next?
Yeah.
Ubani performance siyabani. Sobona bani. Gogo shows up, dog. She shows up, sees people perform. Sino also has that habit. Relationships. Because what piano has done, piano has not become about senzing you. Piano is not about senzing you anymore. Like how back in the olden days was. Back mfana 2016 abantu bewakhunqabana abanyelane mabaqeda bangena studio bashaye hit or ngishaye ingoma ngithumele yona uyenze uyibuyise si release senza ama splits si release khuluma ama manager wethu leso sikhathi ngenza ingoma ngigaya manager yami manager yami ithumela ku-manager yakho, manager yakho yakugaya, ungena e-studio nawe uyayiqedelela ingoma, uyithumela back manager ithumela ku-manager yami, manager yami iyangizwisa, ngiyayizwa, okay sharp, mnandi, release, sign ma-splits, ngisayine i-split, uyagaya manager kusayine i-split, ingoma iyaphuma. Leso sikhathi asizwana.
Manje manje performance wenzani?
We don't have to go together.
Mama
ngasibhuka si-2. Oh, then singena stage sa-perform. Senze inyuku. Ngithola, senze inyuku. Then was inyuku. Yeah, put feelings aside when you make money. Now umtshutho ukutshela ukuthi hayi lo ngincane. Utshela ukuthi hayi le.
What if una personal problems wakho and what right side in life?
Fana, then that's you, dog. But unfortunately, we need to make money. Man, I'm about the money, chief.
Not the feelings. So we
Mina, that's why khona amanye ama-artist akhona ukungenzela amasimu. Or mina ngimenzela amasimu. But mina i-call mayingena manje but mfana usamphethe usibanibani ngithi yashefile ngimphethe leso sikhathi angimphathanga bathi rates ngithi ngigcine kuyimali so but let me just double check ngimfonele makayiphendule ngifonele if ane manager nje fonele leyo manager baba na umuntu bathi bayamfuna endaweni eso ngidate so bathi baphethe imali so on asitane on ngiyamkhaya igig. That person doesn't even have to know that the gig comes from me. What I have done is I have created a close relationship with who? With the promoter.
Yeah.
Promoter say young temp. Promoter as the masifonela le sifuni artist yozwakala.
Ne.
Ngithona.
So sakhuluma ngintwana ngene. Wena abantwana babhadala imali zabo ziphelele.
Ziphi?
Like abanye abantwana nje makathuli ba.
Mabangayili imali yakhe iphelele ngiyomkhayiphelele.
Phela mina roya mkwazi imali ethi nama manager nani.
Mela Tham. Ayikho. I'll speak on behalf of all managers.
Yeah, manje singe artist manager manje.
Ayikho manager iRoya. How do I put it? Ngeke ngikuRoya ungihafa.
Kanjani because manje mina imali iqala kimi.
Not all the time.
Abanye ama-artist abhadala ama-manager.
Yeah, not all the time. I don't work like that anymore. Because of that. Abantu abazoqala bathi no abagayile imali ongayanga. Yabo? So now money goes to the artist, then the artist pays me. And also another thing I realized, young bulala mina nge-tax. U-tax man makazokala kimi. Akangicharge asithi basihaye 100,000. Akangigaya 100,000. U-tax man akangitaxi 10,000 yami or 20,000 yami. Ungicharge le 100,000 yonke ingene ku-account yami ukuthi idlulile yaza kuwe akanandaba taxman the 100 ingene kuwe ukuthi wena only 20% was yours asinandaba thina sifuna le 100 ingeni. So I realized that also fucks me up. So rather imali ingene kuwe artist bese mina ngizoloko ngigishimisana nawo ama-artist ngifuna imali zami rather that then manje sengidila ne-taxman I'm paying taxes for money that I didn't even chow. Mina uthola ukuthi bahafe 100k mina ngidle 20k mara i-taxman mayifika ithi baba sifuna i-15% or i-20 whatever your tax bracket is charging. I don't know how much it's charging right now. Sifuna leyo percentage out of the 100k. So if it's 15,000 kusho wena my 100k ingena uthatha i-20% yakho which is 20,000 i-tax mayifika izothatha i-15% yakho wena usala nge-5 baba buza ama-artist abhaya nge-COVID khona ama-artist bebahleli imali ku-account yazi i-taxman yakho nkhipha imali ku-account yakho bayithatha imali ku-account yakho dog if you owe them way too long unokuthi nyuku mayidwala bayithathe khona enye i-artist belingitshela no besiring I won't say his name again. He's a big deal ngiyamthanda intwana yami. So they looked at his lifestyle. They looked at his cars, they looked at his Instagram. And then they realized, oh, the bastard is charming now. Okay. But they were with Soweto. But okay, Kala's account, but it's 350k.
Aye. So that's getting like good privacy.
They can. What do you mean? They tax, bro. They can do that. By years. Whether they can or not, I don't know, but by years. They've done it to a couple of people. They've done it to me as well. It's 2018. They took 180k out of my account.
Huh? You?
Yeah.
You
So what tax has done, or what the government has done, I don't know how true this is, but what the government has done is allegedly, allegedly, bane social media team. So they observe on my social media win. So that is why you see now most artists don't flash. Into bayayo, because you flash your cars, you flash your house, you flash whatever the fuck you're doing. Bakuyeka bakubuki. Wabheki imali obakolota noma die. Athi simele lo. Bazofika kuwe so bakolota ba half a meter. Beshe bathi kusi zoka. Come this side. And mouth uyabheka nayo leyo man. Thiqala zama savings, ma savings awekho. Then that's how you find artists being fucked over. Or sometimes bakuyeka nje, mabacha bakuyeka nje. Like bakuyeka dog, literally. It's not like these people are not aware. It's not like they're not aware of their bakolota.
They should bambegile.
Ungakhohlwa le mali it accumulates on penalties. Accumulates on penalties. Yabo? It accumulates on penalties. So ama penalties is more money for them too. So they'll rather let it sit. Mabazo collect bars, but collect into ebonakalayo. Then bazokurasela every day nge 200,000 or nge 2,000. Phuma ku. Bayeke le mali accumulate.
Shit. So kahle abantu be-taxi nani kuwa kwama-carrier ama-artist abhayini asifake isandla ke.
No, they do.
Ama-artist awobisa ama-drugs utshwala ibehavior nale taxi le esingayazi ukuthi siyikolodelani ifake input wena nto le.
They do. And also it's just man, game man. You know what? The sooner you acknowledge and you accept the situation yakho, this game, fam. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna make money. When you log your account yakho log ihlezi qwala. And then nama artists, I say this to artists all the time. Ibanda my savings, guys. They are not booming forever. By now you should have learned, guys. Come on. By now you should have learned you are not booming forever. And then now a man's daily manager. I'm one thing about a manager is replaceable.
Yeah.
It's very replaceable. But a manager, I always say, Zime said this. I stole this thing from Muslim. Zime said, yes, I'm replaceable, but I know for a fact I'm good at what I do. Ungangikhipha ufaka umunye. Mara angeke ashaye lento bengiyenza le way mina bengiyenza.
Yeah.
Nanoma mina nawe singalwela i5,000 rand singalwela i2,000 rand. But lo ozomthola angeke ashune isipani the way bengisishuna ngakhona. Masizolwa mina nawe asilwela isipani. Then ungangigquza by all means. Indaba zenyuku mina ngiyakutshela mina nama artists, there's 2 artists. There was gigs that we supposed to do. Sawayenza amagigi amachita baso khafa after they never paid. Ngabatshela ngithi from now on amagigi angimgawa wona. Keep my percentage until lesikoloto sivaleka. Until lesikoloto sivaleka, let's say ngizolota so whatever the amount is until ivaleka. Manje kwenzela amagigi keep the money. Don't give me my percentage until isivale score. I'm sorry. Singalwela into ezibhalwe isipani ngasingalwela inyuku.
So Mr. West, just to cut a brief, which is the most expensive brand in amapiano currently? Not mentioning comes on my policy, that's obvious.
Expensive brand.
And hardworking brand.
Hey man, there's a lot of hardworking brands, eh? Also, another thing that I want to jump into before I answer your question. Just because I am booked and my schedule is booked, it doesn't mean I'm a good artist.
Say it again?
Just because I'm booked, it doesn't mean I'm a good artist. It doesn't mean I'm in demand. Khona abantu ababhukiwe them, bayaperforma them. Kuya ngokuthi manager yakho bani. Kuya ngokuthi manager yakho ischeme ama promoter ayingaki. Bakhona abantu abantswembu. Bakhipha ezinye ingoma ezintswembu. Mara bagigi.
Lifestyle yakho ntswembu, yeah.
Lifestyle yakho mnandi.
Untswembu.
Bad, fucked up. Because of who's your manager,
and who you call,
who your manager is, and who your manager calls, and who trusts your manager. Mele bangithembe ba. Mele mangenza phone call ngithi this one is good for it, but it's sharp.
Endaba West yazi abantu abayizifanisa imisebenzi bala because bafaka ama relationship nama promoter. When ungena eklapini uthuka iklap owner, emasema ama promoter, abantu bane group not. I
was speaking to one of my friends. She's a promoter. It's Ntariyana. awubhukhe umuntu so watangeke thina nawe thi ngeke ngithi hayi ngithi lo muntu yashisa mfana atanginani nabo ukuthi yashisa lo muntu lo last sibabhukhile kuphi besidlala adlala maqeda ukudlala akamele enye DJ ifike uvese nowakhipha istick wathula eklabhini
and wasishaya so style like
but so for that angeke ngisambhuka leyo muntu anginandaba ukuthi ushisa kanjani udemand kanjani makuyimi odecide ukuthi ngiyambhuka or ngimbhuke angeke ngimbhuke of which is wrong and of which is wrong because at the end of the day promoters have turned the game into the whole idea that they are in charge. You are not in charge. The crowd is in charge. That is why unokubhuka umuntu ucabanga ukuthi uyashisa nafike lapha performing crowd imbheke kanje. Ubhuka umuntu ngicabanga ukuthi akashisa makafika ahlanyisa crowd.
ngingayitness leyo.
Ahlanyisa crowd. Ngicabanga ukuthi awupap. But and also another thing is unfortunately what fucks up the game now even more is social media. Because now people are being booked on how many followers they have. I mean, some of your followers are even out of the country. So to Muntu na 200,000 followers, and only 50,000 of those followers are in South Africa, or 70,000 are in South Africa, and abroad of South Africa, not just in South Africa. Limpopo, gupi. This is on Puka like us, uti because my followers are by. We told like us out of Leo 200,000, who follow around by 20,000. And the little 20,000, are you going like around him? The other side of the cast. And they won't come here because the other side of the cast, Leomont was booked 2 weeks ago. Bambo need. So it doesn't matter. All it does, it markets the venue. The Maga poster. My followers babona venue, they recognize the venue. That's all it does. It's a marketing strategy. That's it. But in terms of it pulling a crowd, there's nothing to do with it. Fana ungapuka the hottest guy in the game right now. Umpuke Mampara week on a Wednesday. Ibe empty down. Ibe empty down. You understand? And I know this because I've been a promoter. I've done it. I've tried it. So no, yeah, she's as impuking along so. I figure two lebandlin. No movement. And so now do marketing. Mampara week, but the crowd has decided I want to offer him so. Yeah, I'm going to touch him and clean and you're going to out. Where I can see him again. Also, I'm at club up high. Yeah. I can wait for month end. You're going to out performance Santini next week. Then for me to go see him today in Anamat. I can just wait. We'll perform Alapa, maybe with my Rockets next week. He's on Bonnie Rockets.
So, Mr. West, in terms of the one of my problems
Baba, you can only help people that want to be helped. Understand? And the sooner artists understand that your manager, my man, none of my manager as long as manager we patala percentage, that man wants you to do so well, my man. Lo muntu funu pop dog. Cause ma popa na ya pop. The artist la mal pop out ya pop. Artist la manje mality states manje in states for 2 weeks. Hey baba, that's a free week, a holiday for me. I'm not paying a cent. In fact, I'm getting paid to go there. You understand what I'm saying? So why don't I want that? Must see a states manje for 2 weeks. Ntona wish to me for 2 weeks. Mva now is the states. Shaikiki swele hotel room Zulu States. Shaikiki swele hotel room Zulu State. Skishimama club, see a driver, speech my bodyguard. Treatment is different. Also another thing people need to understand is that sometimes going abroad, yamosha. Amfanangada e-game is very different. They treat you so differently ngada. Ngada, mawufika mfana airport sebakulindile. Nali pass. Ngene passini, khona bodyguard, khona driver. Fike hotel bodyguard linawe. Ihlezi livane drive. Bakutshela mawusifuna text this number will fetch you. Ngokuthi ama promoter amaphila. Some promoters ngithola uthola umuntu manje yabona njengamanje if we'll keep using Tyler because he's currently the biggest. If Tyler comes back this side, it's going to be so difficult for him to adapt back to the scene unless we don't kasi vele ujwayele kasi ujwayele life yesekasi shosho, then it'll be okay. But wathola umuntu o wrong kuleya team what it's whatever, man. Yabo artists struggle to adapt mababuyela ngapha because ngapha ama promoter mfana bakuthinta ngathi winpintsha yakudala. Yabo mawufika lapha egigini bakutshela ukuthi no asinayo i-VSOP sine VS mara nginisendele le rider le last week maningibhuka.
Sure.
So you guys didn't see the need ukwenza iplan lokuthi mangifika at least lapha e-office ningibekele i-staff sami ukuthi mangifika ngisithole esi-straight.
Sure.
You didn't see the effort in that. So now I'm here and ngizongitshela ukuthi nina isikhathi you don't have this, you don't have that. But I sent you a rider. Bese mawuthi yabheka e-States ntwana mawufika bakubekele i-rider bakubekele nezinto ongazicelanga zida.
Ungafuni lapho ku-Instagram yaphila.
Yabo mawuthi yabheka lapho yathi fuck nezinto ongazicelanga zida. So mawubuyela ngapha bakuthatha fund 1.
Shit. So are there difficulties when you face as management?
You face those, and then sometimes the artistic player wena tiba ngathi uwe manje flopper.
Yeah, kuba ngathi wena awazange uplay into zakho kahle manje.
Nah, but you said. And mina manje yabona makufika kuleyo argument, I always defend myself. Mina ngikubona ukuthi baba nani into engiyenzile. That is why I don't prefer phone calls, I prefer chats. So the artist might say awenzanga lokhu nalokhu na chats. Na evidence. Yabo. So yeah, worked with a lot of artists, man. Worked with Ngaqala, like I said, Makoya. That was my introduction. Then Umosa. From Umosa, Dineo, Soulful. We were at Moloko. I met Besio performing Moloko. I met Zime, which is at the time he was heavily managing Umosa Keys. Because the Magangena value Haman Umosa Keys, which is the guy that manages Usino Manj. Then I became a road manager for Usino. I still do some work for them from time to time. I think actually this Saturday we could be going to Mpumalanga together. I'm not sure. So I worked, and then from Usino I went to Moby Dixon. I still work with Moby, but Moby now I just do his background stuff. Then Heavy K. I'm currently strictly with Heavy K. And then obviously what I do is, I don't, and I've just opened another company, a third company, West Empire. So West Empire is an agency, right? Because of all the friendships I've created with all the managers, I have all their catalog, like literally every artist that they have, right? Now, Babo Tyler, Kota, Youngstana, everybody. So I know all their rates, I know all their managers. So if anybody calls me and says, do you know where I can get Spanban? I'm like, sharp, I'm sending you invoice. To me the invoice, life continues. So that's what West Empire does, and then obviously pro-authentic event. Pro-authentic event and like a fala in Kolota Bantu, their company. Their company Kolota Bantu, vet. Yo, probably 150K Kolot in the Babule account. Imali mawuthumela imali kimi ungasazi isitori sakho nyoyibox angifuni ukutshela manga mina ngiyebox nyukumfana nginenkinga elifini ungangithumela imali mina ungangithumela imali guys. I always give the artist banking details. You send me the money, me personally,
I charge the man,
and then you change your mind and say no refund khohlwa akuna refund ozoyithola like him ebox leyo
ansakubukubhula nje
baba inyofa yazi ukufa nyofa ukuthi nini yodecide uNkulunkulu nama actions wami so yodecide uNkulunkulu nama actions wami
wathemba ukusebenza nabantu abadumile wangalandela intwana lezi uzisusele intwana phansi nilanda laba.
You see that will then turn me, if I do that, it will turn me into a record label, and if I become a record label, that's what I don't want to be. I can turn myself into a record label because you must remember, if it means I must fund this boy. must fund everything le ntwana ichunana.
Like so.
So if intwana in a gig it is, I must now organize a gig. I must organize a gig. A free, first and foremost, to get your name out there. For us to get to those gigs, I need to get you there. That's me funding it. Petroleum, iskatsa, yonke into popa. That's actually how people don't understand American labels. Man, you dog. I'm investing money in you, right? And in me investing money in you, I'm gonna have to get my investment back.
Yeah.
So that's why you get I'm a record label, but I'm taking X amount of money. I'm taking I'm a percentage, but it's money that they've put in you.
Yeah.
And so they've put money for you, money for transport. Who do you think is paying for all of that? Because at the moment you're not gigging that much. You're not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're not making money at all, even. Yeah, bro. I'm putting you in studio. I'm paying for studio time. I'm putting you in radio shows. I must pay a PR lady to run you around and get you to run around and get you radio shows and whatever. I'm paying for that. So my pop, I have to take my money back. It's an investment. Yeah. So what people don't understand about the game is that when you get an artist and you sign them, you are investing in the person. And then that is why you sign a contract. You say, okay, you can leave after 3 albums, after 5 albums. Because you've already calculated, okay, so I must get my returns at this point. So my record labels, they spend maybe 2 million on you. They make their 2 million rand back after 2 years. And when your contract still has like 4 years to go, or maybe 1 more year to go. So that means the rest of that 1 year, lo muntu lo collect imali zakhe. Collect ama interest wakhe. Sekayitholile yakhe imali ebekayisipendile, semanje sekathola nje interest. Bese wena in the middle of him collecting the interest, bese wena utami mina ngifuna ukuvala.
I will take this part out.
Yangithola. Then buy a flop.
Because abantu bafuna ba expect umsebenzi wemanager kumsebenzi record label. Abantu abazi ukuthi
they don't. No, I manage your gigs. I organize gigs for you that I can get. So if khona ngikhona ukutholela a city, for example, I have a connection with a brand, a distillery of some sort, utshwala. Then yakhona ukurenga nabo ngimamelana man anithatheni nomuntu nimenze face yalento so amanye ama manager, they have those connections. Afana bothuli yabo lokho legend mfana lokho Thuli legend
mara nawe uyabona
legend. Guys, there's 2 managers that I look up to in the game.
Uthule umuntu lo
Wabo Maporis.
Uyaspana lo muntu.
And I met Thuli. I was in high school. High school. No, I'm lying. It was 2017. I was doing a road show with Utiko M. Yeah. She works for Montana and Sumana. I was doing a road show for Utiko M and Umaporis. It was Poriland, and Utiko was booked by Pori to do Poriland with her. And I met Thuli there. Funny Thuli actually managed. I'm a manager. Thuli bekasha my headphone mfana, lama headphone earpiece what akichi my boy. Like I'm like, yo bro, who the fuck is this chick? And they told me later, and then I saw later, oh man, this is Thuli. I'm like, she's a manager. And at the time I didn't know, I was still learning. I didn't know shit. So there's 2 people that really inspire me in terms of management in the country. For me, they are the biggest managers, especially in the piano space right now. It's Thuli and Zime.
Yo, shout out.
Shout out Thuli and Zime, man. Thuli and Zime fuck shit up, dog.
Yo, amachita vukile, macha pekustano, Taliwoma.
Thuli.
Like mfethu maporisa.
Ayikho into Thuli ayithintayo mfana engapophi. Ayikho mfana. Thuli namasema, dog.
Yini into emenza benamasema like into oyibonile with
starting the game from scratch. Starting the game from scratch, seeing loopholes and adding into. That is why I also saw the loophole. Okay, most road managers just drive and take care of the artist. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be the type that actually gets you gigs too.
Yeah,
and then now I'm realizing, now I've seen the gap. Okay, shit. Promoters actually call me to get gigs to get artists. So I'm gonna turn this into a whole company too. So mawufuna artist ethize ngifonela ngizokulandela yena.
Yes, umusekids manager bani?
I don't know who's managing Musa now. It's a company. It's a big company. It's a big company. But nabo uqale kuzime uboy. Yabo uqale kuzime. So what they do, ama boys, what they do is they the big brands, what they do is they let you start. They let someone like myself start. Ngikhuliswe be brand egrot. Bese bafike baku ta. And bakuthola value artist elekha bo ma loyalty vibe yathatheka. But also, which is not a problem, because for them babheka imali yabo. I mean, ama artists always look for their money. Okay, Mangvan West are making December making 2 million. Ama artist akikana la machita nge December they are making 5 million. So why not? You see, so sometimes it's just that. So then you get an artist moving a manager to another manager. Then you have artists that just have problems. They think managers are have superpowers. So they move, boom, next. Understand? They find another manager. Manager in a space of a year. The person has had like 4 managers. And you're like, Anjan. You understand? So manage like 4 months, next. 4 months, next. And so artists that think you have superpowers, they don't want to play their role.
So as a manager, deal nabo Afrocore, nabo Sony, because I'm universal. I'm and universal.
No, people need to understand the difference between a distribution company and a record label, right? Some of these places, like a Sony and a Universal, they play both roles, right? They play both roles of a distribute. They can distribute in-house, and they have artists in-house too. Then you have a place like Africori. You have a place like what's this place called? Electro Mode, right? But touching ngoma zakho bayas distribute. Ngiyakrea in a percentage ukuthi imali mayingena bona wathatha malini ma yengoma. Abangeni emakikini, abangeni utobhukiwa ubhukwanga abangeni. Bona kwabo ukuthatha music bayise ku radio, bawise ku TV, bawise ku YouTube, bawise ku phikuphi. Sponsor winners to make sure that you get played. That's it. And then you just take your percentage. I don't believe in record labels.
Why?
Because South Africa doesn't understand record labels. Like, I'm an up and coming artist, don't understand record labels. But cabanga ukuthi umuntu uzofika lapha mawenzi 5 million i-record label yokuguy onke 5 million. No, they taking the investment. So if it's 5 million and you guys agreed on a 30% split, buy 30% yabo kuleyo 5 million, bagaya the rest. You understand? So that's pretty much it. And also another thing is ningajude manager ingeni ndawo ngimali yakho ye music. Ama royalties manager ingeni ndawo. Even if I go fight for you, ngimela lapha ema-office ngikulwela ukuthi ingoma yakho yeyitshontshiwe in mase uhaywa angeni ndawo unless kuwe ke ufuna ukungiblessa ukuthi man ungilwele lapha e-office ni then sharp, but otherwise asingeni ndawo thina in terms of your royalties and stuff like that. I can see your royalties. I mean, I see some of my artists' royalties. So makashayekile at least angahamba yovula la. But besides that,
like your advisor
abadvisekayo
abanye abazingeli ne
mfana umuntu mangane imali akezwa chance ukaba nenyuku dog fine
ubona kanjani yezwe
kwaba nenyuku like a serious like uphethiwe ma like ubuya from a space where ukuthola 1.5 into enzima bese sinini wena uhleli ku 1.5 meter bese kuzofika uHesti azokutshela ukuthi intwana amamini asithenga ibus sekukuloko sirenta amabhasi ngama 6,000 every weekend asithenga ibus for what then I'm gonna be left then I'm gonna be left with only 600,000. No ways, bro. No ways. Ufuna ubona imali ihlezi khona because umuntu lo akayijoyelanga nyuko. New money, it's new money this thing. So ufuna ubona ihlezi la. Mangathi yaphuma nje. And that is where you also find artists struggling to pay artists, their managers or their team members. And I wanna get me if you don't pay me, I'll find a way to pay myself. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Because Meles is your song. I know already how much you are making. I'm the one sending the invoices. I'm the one receiving the proof of payment. I know how much you made, but I don't care how much you made. I'm getting down. Kule uyenzile mina ngizicelela net 20% yami or 10% yami or 15 yami. Ngikaye net yami. Angithi sivumelene. ukuthi wena wenze 500 million ntwana angeni ndawo. I can't now come and claim a higher percentage because now you made more. I can't. I'm just gonna come and say ntwana now wenze 500 meter this year kuleyo 500 bengizicelela net 10 lam ntwana and then I'm out. Ukuthi in angeni.
Yo, cause Mr. West ngitshele vara monga ngene ku Instagram lentwana zamapiano ziyaphila.
They are living, but no, boys are living, bro. The money is good, dog. Like the money is good. Piano money is good. Piano is to the world right now. Niggas are getting like $500 a gig, and $5,000 a gig, and $5,000 like 70K. And so that's like 70K a gig if you go to Amsterdam, and that's like a minimum charge. Abanya they're getting 2,000, depending on how big you are as an artist. Abanya even getting like $10,000. And so if you do the conversion, umuntu makaphuma la ayangada ashama kike 10 at $10,000. $10,000 is about 130,000, 120,000. Times that by 10. Ubuyu phethe imithi elimnandi amakike 10. You understand what I'm saying? So ukuphila is not like it's not something that should shock everybody. You know? It's not something that should shock everybody. So ingakubona machita mabangada mfana ukublowa I'll blow 50,000 into Ingani. 50,000 it got to do in Nepek Nyani one is not a big deal to them because you just made a fucking $500,000. You just made $1 million of 10 gigs. You see, and then Buya like higher, was a promoter like Honin is okay to know the 10 stain. Besata was joy like Besatin said, I imagine what was a road, Sega Safunim, Agasas Foon, Agasas thing. No, your worth has gone up, my man. Yesterday's price is not today's price. It's not today, differs, my man. And then a man, the artist they charge 50K man, your figure like Tata corner 20K. Your figure like so 20K. I'm not to ban we 20K. Cause corner la man, a bank. Because you must remember, the more you say no to money, when look you spend, which you know we are 20,000, more no 50, but we are hamba vandaag you conquer upload 50 upload 20. Ngabe uthathele ya 20 wazweblow uyeke ibank account izihlalele, but no, because wena no my worth guys, your worth depreciates yakhuphuka iyayehle worth yakho. There was a point in time ukushesha was a cheap car, bheka manje idura kanjani uyimoto yakudala yadura manje. Cabanga uzothenga imoto ya 19 something nge150K 200K moto yakudala.
Abantu bakudala abasho ukuthi mina nizobuya hayi ithole mngani.
No ngizobuya. Bayabuya dog. Because you know what's also piano is doing that people are not aware of.
Yeah.
Piano is the best sampler.
Yeah, sample onke ama hits.
So indirectly baphilisa laba bakudala.
Yeah.
They are feeding them.
Yeah.
They are feeding the old ones. So kufana nokuthi wena ubugeleza manje kini sebabheke wena uthi ubakha inyuko. Yangithola injalo. Piano is basically doing that. Piano is sampling songs. If they are doing it right, the ones that are doing it right, they obviously make sure that whoever gets credited and get their samples, they get their royalties from that, and that works. Yabo igama khulumani nyu uthole umuntu mangazo. Imagine for example if someone is to sample Sister Bettina, umkharem is coining it.
I sample a grand
Or Asiti, for example, just an example sake, Asiti Umnige was a sample of a song, whatever song it is.
Yeah, it is a sample.
Sharp. Arthur's coining it. Arthur une coin it.
Abantwana bethu bayasampula thina sinala ngoma zethu sample.
Mfana ngimanage ngisi creator ngazo. Creator nini ngasampuli chance.
Because if wonke ama hit songs amapiano ama sample. Abantwana bethu bayasampula.
Yeah.
Should now bazosampula ikwaito.
Sure.
So kusho ukuthi music kwethu izophila ngokusampula ikwaito because ne hip hop isampula ikwaito.
Sure. So that's the chat, man. You know, people are. It's a tit for tat. Mara they keep up piano chance. Intona zenza masim. The boys are moving. Bengicela nje kutshela namakhruit man la bakudala ku game. Ningabamoneli. Ningabamoneli. Abafana benza masim. Look. They are killing it, chance.
Because ungitshela ukuthi umusa kids ufase izolo ngezolo.
Zwanga ngami leyo. Hayi ngayiphika leyo shit.
Mara zaphila le ntwana kwabona amabhodlela azo ndoda bongena kuwo.
Vele.
Imoto
zazo. Yeah.
Amadlazazo.
Yeah. I read my dog.
Yeah, I don't know mine.
So the boys are killing it, man. The boys are doing well, and yeah, by far the best artist I've worked with, relationship wise, my top 2 artists.
Yeah.
3 actually, top 3 in this specific order would be Musa the voice, the guy that won Idols, would be Dineo Ranaka. Dineo ya patala chase.
Yeah, Dineo call now.
Dineo ya half of it. Ile lady la half chase. But an example, right? Dineo asithi shama kick I 6 ne weekend. Bengiyazi dog ukuthi mayipaka imoto Monday morning or Sunday afternoon. Ngimnandi. Bengikhona ukuhafa irent ya next month ngeweekend eli1.
Yo.
Yeah. Mnandi. Andengeke umgijimisa. Mayiphela igig man la nihlukana khona. Uyakutshela West, put on your geo payment. Uthi geo payment same time uzothi kana how much is it? Ngicalculate abatata. Ngithi ba adora sharp. Shwam. No mama endlini mangifike bekazi die. Ingwenye imnandi. Bengihlezi imnandi. And then Sino just a vibe, man. Like I said, Ntwana, but he's a fucking vibe. Like you have fun. Yeah, but it was so difficult working with him because I'm coming from working with an older person, which is now more disciplined, more this. So by the time in Spana and Ntwana, being funa leo discipline guwi. Man. Oh, you get into tanas, and he's just a boy having fun, man. You know, he's just a boy having fun. And I've learned that. So Namanja, whenever I do move with them, it's always a vibe.
Yeah.
Always a vibe. It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
Because man, yeah. And what can you expect from when as a manager?
What can you expect? My artist is dropping an album. Heavy K is doing 10 years this year of being in the game. So he's dropping something soon. We haven't decided on a date, but it's very soon. By the time it's he literally just dropped a single called Kendlela and Wena. We shine in Don and guitar and Don Scott. Yeah, they did a song together called Wena. It's literally just musical. It's musical. So they're busy in studio right now. They were in studio last night as well. They're busy with an album. But there's an album coming with Heavy. And then all the other artists are also working, you know. They're also working in their own rights. They're doing their own stuff. Moby Dixon is also in studio doing some stuff. Now Shaya come back. Siras, he recently just dropped, but he's doing another thing again. And most of all, also, man, we just aiming to get out of the country, you know. Trying to get out of the country, do a lot of things out of the country. I'm getting a lot of emails. I don't know where it's all coming from, but everyone wants to work, even piano kids, which is weird. But yeah, we're going international. Well, he's always been international, but we're just taking him back.
Yeah, international.
Taking him back international. Every artist I'm working with, I'm trying to get them international gigs. It's important. Yeah. It's important to just travel, guys, so we can also appreciate our country. Because if you haven't traveled, do you think South Africa is rubbish? South Africa is one of the best countries. Like, guys, feel like I'm not. Yes. Slow as color, load sharing 2 hours. Agna case, Kona Wanda case in 2 weeks straight, full. The whole country. I just one side of the country. The whole country. Yeah. Kona Wanda VAT. Kona manya country mawile dog awuphuza amanzi asetepini bakutshela at your own risk nase hotel bakutshela not for drinking. And so like manje, one of my boys was in Kenya, Junior RSA was in Kenya this past weekend, and literally was taking a video and I saw lapha eKenya babhalile ukuthi not for drinking. So now uyageza kuphela awuphuzi amanzi okuphuza lapha efridge, bottled water. Emzansi you can still drink, yes, in certain parts of it ayabheda, but majority of it I don't want to lie to people. The fact that there's no load shedding in years, 2 days. Yes, yeah, but if we can prevent it. Sun is cut, so prevent yonke le shandisa.
South Africa, maybe masingarulwa maybe abanye abantu.
Angazi mfana. Yabona mina I'm not political like that. Mina ngitshela experience yami on other countries.
Injalo. So I'm expecting to have VK now. Yabo push sponsor
No.
extend the source.
No, shoot, I'll this guy.
Yabo but then
This guy.
obviously.
Yo, Kusta, that wasn't me. You heard it. In fact, that's why I posted the podcast. Yeah, so we're pushing him, man. We've got a new artist coming. Oh, Batomatics. Kona share mfana. Batomatics.
Shout out.
Bafethu.
She's Matic.
Melanele album. Mina, literally, I'm looking forward to Matics on this album.
Yeah.
Matics mfana. La Mary, effortless boy. She's a vocalist. Effortless. Ivoice yale mntwana mfana ngathi uyaqoqa. Yeah, ngathi uyaqoqa makacula mara angelic, fucking beautiful.
Shit.
The last person I heard that I enjoyed that sang like that was Nkosazana daughter, Makaqala. Namanje she's still the same, but obviously piano yakushintsha lapho nalapho, but Makaqala, that angelic, soft, innocent voice yakaNkosazana, literally similar. Like it brings back that memory for me. She's so fucking good, dog.
Abantu abanjalo bafethi nazi content share as a subscriber wami abantu abafana nalo samsupport senza sure ukuthi ingoma zakhe zazidalula senza sure ukuthi siyamhlolisa umhlaba wonke angaze afike ezandleni ezirong amavatsha
Angeke ngikhona. Nenhliziyo embi.
first vatsha
Mina nginenhliziyo embi mina ke. Mina nginokuthatha imali epromoter ngitshele ukuthi angisazokani. Yeah.
West.
Yeah, you breached my contract. I didn't think to make a contract. Why sign? Why breach? Angisazokani. Tshwala masimo. That's why there's a contract, my man. Everything must have a contract. Then you must state your wants and needs on that contract.
As an artist, hloniphana ama-promoter, hloniphana ama-manage. Noba nabo bazibhayezele side ndawo.
Nathi siyazibhayezela.
Wamosha le relationship le. Awugigi noma ingoma yakho number 1 in the charts. Wamosha lapho moshile. But then igama kaTlego, Ntariyana aka Mr. Soweto Kafela Motseba aka Mr. Cool himself. Don't forget to like and subscribe, to press the notification button, interact, comment. There's more coming. Mr. West.
Guys, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Abang sawai batu Mr. West. Abokel bathi abutiwa Galaxy Boy.
Danko, nakimthabi Lawrence, senza kubiza Lawrence because ngiyachange.